Hello, my name's Lewis Watson, and you're watching Ambi.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from Ambi, and I'm so excited to finally be sitting here with Lewis Watson. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Of course,
Finally.
thank you so much for joining me.
You're so welcome.
Well, I want to dive right into Midnight, your latest record release. Now there's been a bit of time for things to sink in. How are you feeling about everything?
Do you know what? I've had this album since June 2015. That's when we recorded the record, and so I was kind of scared that I'd be sick of it by now, you know. And I really wanted to take my time with this album. We really rushed the release of the first record anyway, and it didn't do me any favors. So I really wanted to, you know, give this record the best chance that it could have, and so I'm really glad that we took the time. But yeah, I was just terrified that, you know, after 2 years of having the record, before anybody else could hear it, I thought I'd be a bit tired of it. But I'm not at all. If anything, it's kind of made me love it a bit more. I really rationed myself to listens. You know, I made sure that I wasn't over-listening to the record. And even when mixing, you know, if I felt like I was getting tired of a song, I'd just move on. I'd need to... Because, again...
Pace yourself.
Exactly, yeah. I wanted to be excited about these songs, playing them live. And fortunately, it translates so well onto stage. Unfortunately, I'm not here tonight, but we're a 5-piece band back in the UK and in Europe, and it's just so fun to play these songs live. And it's really special to play them solo as well, because it kind of takes them back to how I'd originally written the songs, you know. So it's working out really well. I'm really happy with it at the moment.
When you first started, you would actually delete comments when people would watch your stuff. You wanted to keep things a little bit hidden. So do you still get nerves when putting stuff out? Does that still occur for you?
Yeah, definitely. And I think nerves are a good thing. You know, I think as soon as I stop getting nervous, I think I'll look for something else to do, honestly, because to me, that's just my mind telling me that I want to do, you know, the best that I can. And I think that's a good thing. I think people should embrace that. Yeah, but at the start, I mean... I never deleted comments. The comments are all really nice. I almost deleted my whole channel as soon as I found, you know, as soon as I found out that other people were watching it other than me. Because I knew I wasn't good. I just picked up the guitar, you know. I'd been playing for like a month, and so I knew that I didn't really want anybody to hear it. But people were just so nice that I kept up, and I'm so glad that I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in Toronto right now about to play a show. So yeah, I'm very glad.
Something I love is when it comes to your covers, you pick more, in my opinion, underrated bands rather than going for the popular ones, like the things that you did with Guillemots or Bombay Bicycle Club. Like, I love those bands so much, and it's amazing seeing other people shine a light on them. So you just pick songs that you're digging at the moment when it comes to covers? Yeah,
that's all it is. I just pick my favorite songs at the time, and you know, I love them so much that I want to kind of do my own version and put, I guess, a stamp, you know, onto that. And I have covered popular songs as well. I think it's important to kind of understand, you know, the kind of regulation of traffic to your content, and I think, you know, it's good to cash in every now and then on you know, a popular song if I'm into it. You know, I'd never cover a song that I hated, because
what's the point?
Exactly. Music for me is about passion and, you know, giving a bit of yourself, and it's impossible to do that when you're not into a song on the cover wise. Well, and original stuff as well, you know. That's why when I stop kind of feeling songs, I stop playing them live, because it's just so easy to tell that I'm kind of fabricating those feelings, you know, and I think that really... it doesn't do any good for the show or for myself, and it's unfair, I think, to the people paying to come and see me if I'm just kind of half-arsing it, I think. So yeah, if I'm into the song, then I'll do it.
Who is an artist who would love to see put their spin on one of your tracks?
Oh man, how long have you got? Matt Corby for me. You know, he would never do it, but I'd absolutely love... He's an Australian singer-songwriter, and he is incredible. He's got this kind of blues, rootsy, psychedelic sound, an incredible voice, and I'd love to kind of hear him put a spin on one of my songs. There's actually a load of people I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear a Mac DeMarco version of one of my songs. You know, I'd love to kind of get that stony, you know, vibe onto one of my songs. Bon Iver, I'd absolutely love to hear play one of my songs. These are all very unrealistic goals.
Never know.
But yeah, I don't know. any of those three, and I'd probably retire on the spot.
Well, I've been following you on Twitter for what feels like such a long time. I think from our first interview, which was something like, I think it was 2013 or something crazy. Way back. So I have a couple of things from Twitter that I wanted to quote and just hear a little bit more about. So I'm just going to start off with your description. Were you really the 2009 Community College Prom King?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah. I was the Bicester Community College 2009 Prom King. And it was against all odds as well. I wasn't like a popular kid in school, you know. There were loads of really popular guys that everybody kind of thought would win. But the teachers voted on this thing, and I don't know. I think everybody showed up in like penguin suits, you know, like tuxedos, and everybody looked the same. And I went out of my way to dress differently. You know,
What'd you wear?
I wore like a black shirt with like a grey waistcoat and no jacket, like grey trousers, like winkle pickers, the shoes, like really black pointy like shiny shoes. I don't know. I think it was the outfit that because I just looked a bit different.
That's what pushed you over.
I was the prom king, and Sophie Scarrett was the prom queen. She wore like a pink princess dress. She looked wonderful.
Well, another tweet that I have here was, got a paper cut from a $100 bill last night. Is this what success feels like?
I did. I got a paper cut from it, and it really hurt.
Yeah?
I was scared that it was like infected or something. You don't know where these $100 bills have been, you know. Yeah, I just every now and then I try and be really funny, and obviously it doesn't pay off. What I should do is I should save these as drafts and read them a few days later, and kind of realize how stupid it sounds. Yeah. But yeah, I did. I got a paper cut in LA, I think. Okay. It's actually my first $100 bill that I ever held as well.
Okay, and it of course gave you a paper cut.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's saying something. I'm destined not to earn any money, maybe.
Well, the next one I have is, man, made my first goof on live radio today. Feels bad, man. Man, everyone goofs, but that's kind of the only information you gave, so what happened?
So I was in Chicago on live radio on a show called Download with a guy called Justin, and I was playing two songs, and in between the two songs, so I played a song called Little Light first, and then we had like a little chat, and basically for this whole tour I'm not drinking any alcohol, and it's just a decision I made. It's the worst thing for your voice. Alcohol and dairy are the worst things for your voice, and you know, I've been touring since like mid-January. I've played almost a show every night for like 4 months, and so my voice is kind of already pretty delicate, and I think it's important, you know, I take this very seriously. This is my job, and when he had said, oh, you're not drinking, I explained to him why and how it was dangerous for your voice and it dries it up, blah blah blah, and then right on cue in the first verse of Deep the Water, which is the second song I was playing, my throat just dried up completely. I didn't have a drink there, and I had to like take a step back and be like, oh,
after talking about
exactly. I was like, I'm terribly sorry. I just need to have a little cough. Really sorry, everybody. I've let you all down. And I just had a little cough. And he said it was afterwards. I was like, man, I'm so sorry. It's the first time I've ever done that. And he was like, oh no, it's hilarious. We were just talking about, you know, the upkeep of your voice.
At least the timing was good, and you kind of had something to fall back on.
Yeah. I don't know. It was, you know, everybody does it, but that was my first time really, you know, kind of mucking up on live radio, and so it was a little moment for me.
Well, you are a self-coined nerd. I think the thing that I like most about your tweets and personality is that it's a little bit self-deprecating but charming at the same time. You're able to laugh at yourself, which I feel is such an awesome quality.
Oh, you need to. Yeah,
of course. Yeah. What would you say is the nerdiest thing about yourself?
Sorry,
what would you say is the nerdiest thing about yourself?
I game a lot.
Okay.
I actually built my own gaming PC, which I think is really nerdy. Yeah. I spent like I had a bit of time off between the first record and the second album, and the first year was really spent, you know, getting the songs together for the second album, pre-production, and then creating the album, and so I was really busy, and for the second year it was kind of a lot of admin work, you know. I was working out artwork, the track listing of the album, which order we should put it out, the campaign. I was trying to really get on top of everything before we even approached labels, or in fact labels approached us, which is quite cool. But yeah, so I had a year off basically, and I was working, but I was at home, and I was fed up of working in my bed, because I just have like a laptop, a MacBook, and I felt so lazy. I was working hard. I was working like 12-hour days, but I was laying in bed. And so I like made the decision to build a desk and work at my desk. And then because I was working at my desk, I was like, I should get like a monitor, like an actual screen. And then I suddenly bought all the components for a gaming PC and built it. And yeah, it was quite nerdy. I just love how stuff works. There was a program on Discovery called How It's Made, which I
watch it all the time.
Exactly, me too. And so that really excites me. And so the idea of building like a fully functional machine myself was, I don't know, it's something that I kind of needed to do at one point. I thought, there's no better time than now. So yeah, that's pretty nerdy, I think.
How long did it take you to make that?
Like a few hours. I had to wait for all the components. My friend Aaron came over and he kind of supervised me and made sure I wasn't making any stupid mistakes, because man, components are expensive, and the thing is with some of them, if you have like static electricity built up and you touch it, it's gone, and that's could be like 300 quid just gone. So I needed somebody to make sure I wasn't being an idiot, and yeah, I just built it in a few hours. Yeah, it was really cool. It still works. So.
I can tell you're kind of like geeking out about it right now.
I miss it.
A little bit of pride.
Yeah, that's the nerdiest thing.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Just to wrap things up, is there anything you'd like to leave with your fans who will be viewing?
Oh, not that I know of. Just, hey, thanks so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And thanks.
Beautifully put. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. And remember, to everyone viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more. See you next time.